What's up guys, me Vu again, and I'm back with another trash video. Today I'm going to be installing these window deflectors, window visors, whatever you want to call it, for my 2022 Nissan Frontier Pro-4x. The reason why I'm installing these is because I'm a cheap piece of Asian trash, and when it's hot and humid outside and raining, I don't like to turn on my AC because it's a waste of money. So I always like to have these on, so I crack my windows, keep me nice and cool, not sweaty, and not smelling like some mothballs in the car. I'm just kidding. The real reason is I like to go to the Asian supermarket, buy a bunch of dry fish, and it'd be stinking up the car, and I like to crack the windows to make sure it doesn't smell like that. With that said, let's try to get to it and install this junk. As you can see, it's most likely gonna go right here on the door looking like this. But before I get started, I'd like to let you know that it is probably much better for you to follow the instructions on how to install these from going online and downloading the Nissan official document. Links in the description below, because if you follow my directions, you're probably gonna total your car. One quick note before you start putting anything on the truck, you gotta make sure you use this this alcohol wipes and wipe down the surface before you put it on. This is the first thing you should do to the truck. Firstly, you're gonna wanna remove this rubber piece. Something that I did when I conceived my kids, I didn't use any of the rubber. That's why I conceived two of my kids. But yeah, first you gotta remove this thing. And I always hate removing these things because I always have problems putting it back correctly. And then it's gonna drive me nuts for the life of my ownership of this vehicle. But hopefully I can figure it out. And then what you have to do is, apparently you gotta just take some of this tape off like so to expose the tape. So then you could like peel it off easily. Just expose it a little bit like this on all the corners. Just expose the tape so it hangs off like this. Not the whole thing, just part of it. Just like so. Easy peasy, lemon, whatever. And then now what you gotta do is you gotta line this up properly. It's gonna stick right here along this window piece. And then you want it to be 2 millimeters, which is the size of my penis on a good day, 2 millimeters from the top of the door, according to the instructions. So we will see how that works out. I don't even know how you're supposed to measure 2 millimeters, but I'm gonna just eye it because I don't give a shit. Let's see. You just wanna stick it softly because you're gonna have to take it right back off after you finish marking where it's supposed to go, like so. So this is generally where it's gonna be. And then you wanna take this masking tape and then you want to mark holes where the clips go. So there's 3 of them on the front driver's side window. There's one there, and then there's another one right there. And then there's another one there. And then you want to take masking tape and you want to mark on the door where you're going to have to mount the clips. So right there. So you have to do these 3 times. I took it a step further and I made sure that I did like a straight line all the way to where the clip is going to be mounted. There. Hopefully they'll help me. Probably not. We'll see. So if you have the crew cab, is that what it's called in Nissan? I don't know, whatever. If you have the crew cab, you have 2 different kinds of these. One will be A and one will be B. The A is for the front, B is for the back. All right? And then you have these little like paint protection strips. So pretty much you got to tape you want to actually put 2/3 of the tape on the front of your car and 1/3 of the tape folded in the back. So I'll show you this in a second. So 1/3 of it is already taped back, and then I fold it the other 2/3 to the front of the vehicle. And you do the same one thing for the rest of it. And then you just got to put these little mounting clips into place, and it should just snap right on. Bam, nice little snap like that. Then you just want to do it for all of them. So just do it here as well. It should just snap right on like so. And then the mirror one, the one by the mirror, should be a little bit different. So let's see how that works out. So after that's done, we have to put the deflector back on, and we do the mirror after we're done with the deflector. The clip for the mirror doesn't have any letters on it, and that's the easiest way to tell. If you look at it, there's no letters on the clip. And so this clip doesn't actually clip on, it actually just slides like so. So if you see it, you just put it here and then you slide it up like that and line it up with the hole here. And you know, you guys should be pretty good with lining up things with the hole. You got this little clip that is, you know, you just push in, it snaps into place. So that's what you're going to do now for the mirror side, the mirror clip. They call it the mirror clip, I don't know, because it's close to the mirror. So right here, I'm going to slide it up and clip into place first before we do anything else. Just like so. Very nice little snap, and that's in place. And now, just gotta line this up better with the hole that you had. It should be only like slightly bit off. And just clip it into place. And then clip it into place. There, there's another one. Then you do the same one for this. You find the clip and you snap it into place. That's all good. And you're pretty much done. All you gotta do is just tear the red tapes off. And then you just take this tape and you just start pulling on it like this to reveal the adhesive underneath, so then you can stick it on permanently. Now I just got to put this back on. Hopefully I put it on correctly so it doesn't cause me any troubles. It should just snap back. And I think that's exactly what it did. It went right back into place. No problem. Nice. Looking good. Now, this is what it looks like with the front one installed for the front driver's side. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I think that's really all I have to show you. The rest should be self-explanatory. The passenger side, you just do the same thing as you did for this. And the back, the same thing. You just take it off, you clip it, whatever, same thing, right? Real talk though, if after this you still can't figure out how to do it, you probably shouldn't have bought a truck. You probably should have bought a Honda Ridgeline you know, Hyundai Santa Fe, Santa Cruz, whatever that little girly little truck looks like, a little car, matter of fact, that little car looks like, or maybe like a Ford Maverick. You shouldn't have bought a real truck. So it's my opinion on it. I'm gonna just finish up the rest of the install, and I'll get back to a short little review after I go for a little drive, see if there's any less wind noise or anything like that in the car. Be right back. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I actually hate doing this shit. Like this little like car knick-knack stuff. It's so tedious and I don't want to mess up. And actually before I started doing filmmaking, I'm a videographer, I was an accountant. Before that, I was an econ major at the University of Maryland, College Park. And before that, I wanted to become an auto technician, and I always wanted to work on cars. And the biggest project I ever did was on my 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS Coupe. I bought a 2003 WRX turbo motor from Canada and did a whole engine swap with the wiring harness and everything into my 2000 Impreza 2.5 RS, because at the time Subaru Imprezas didn't have the WRX yet. You know, they only had naturally aspirated. I wanted the turbo motor, so I actually did a whole swap in my friend's garage. It took like 2 or 3 months. And then after I did that, I just realized that I really don't like doing it. You know, it's just so crazy just to make sure everything worked. It was crazy, but you know, here I am. Side note, it's actually kind of weird because most all other visors I've ever bought for my other cars, and that'll be a lot of other visors because I've had 10 other cars, I actually didn't require these clips. It's kind of just stuck on, but I guess this is safer. Yeah, so all in all, guys, the install is not too horrible. Even a douchebag like myself could do it. It worked out fine. I think it looks pretty decent. You know, maybe it'll probably grow on me. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but the functionality, the fact that I could like crack the window when it's raining, things of that nature, definitely looking forward to. Overall, not too shabby of a look. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a drive and see how it feels like, and I'll report back. Yeah, I also forgot to mention that I got these from z1offroad.com, and it took quite a while to get here. I would say a couple months. Not because Z1 Off-Road, because it's just on back order, you know, all this part shortages, whatever. So it's gonna take a while if you want to get these and order them in. But yeah. All right, guys. So I'm in my car and I'm driving, and immediately what I can tell you is I like how it looks inside the car. As in, I like the fact that it's like blocking additional, like there's an additional angle of sunlight blockage in my face. As you can see, there's quite a bit of glare right now on the camera, I think. And there's some sun coming in from the driver's side window, and it's blocking it out pretty nicely. It's a solid like 2 inches of blockage, which is what I'm used to rocking with, 2 inches in the bedroom. So, you know, hey, it's better than nothing, you know, gets the job done. But anyways, with that said, I do think the wind noise is reduced slightly, like not by like a lot, but it's definitely, the wind noise definitely is reduced. And it's tough for me to like show you an example because on camera, wind is going to be wind, and depending on how high I record the volume, whatever, is going to be different. But it's definitely slightly less wind noise coming into the cabin. But yeah, not too bad. You know, if I were to view it from the inside, like it 100%. I'm kind of 75, 80% with the outside of the look. Let me know what you guys think of these window deflectors, visors in the comments below. As always, guys, I really appreciate it if you guys liked the video and subscribed, if you found it informative or entertaining or whatever it is. And I'll try to continue to make more on the channel. And if you have other, if you're interested in like filmmaking, videography, my main channel is that. Links to that channel is in the description below. But anyways, guys, till next time, lighten up.